I'm one of the producers of Morphed, which is the show you're about to see. I don't do it alone. I have a co-producer, Rachel, who's back there. Rachel, you'll hear from her in a little while. So for those of you that don't know, Morphed is a show that we do once a month. And basically, the way the show works is we have a featured comedian each month from the New Orleans comedy scene, someone who's killing it around town. And what you're going to see is 15 to 20 minutes of their stand-up. And then after that, we've prepared some very funny sketch comedy for you based on our comedians' jokes. So it's a chance for you to experience that comedian's voice on another level, first as stand-up and then morphed into sketch. If that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. It's just comedy, so just relax. We are very excited tonight because our featured comedian is Abigail Isaacoff. So give it up for her. She's very, very funny. You're very lucky to get to see her tonight. You can catch Abigail as one of the co-hosts of the sex talk comedy show I Probably Shouldn't Ask, which is a monthly show at the Hi-Ho. They just had one. It was really weird, I heard, so that's a good sign. And she will also be in Crop Top Comedy, which is a new show at the Hi-Ho, also tomorrow night at 8. So you can catch her there. But before I bring Abigail up, I just want to send a quick reminder to y'all to silence your cell phones so you don't miss any of the action-packed show we have for you. So without further ado, let's make some noise for Abigail Isaacoff!
Right? What the hell else is this good for? Like, right? Like, why in the Louisiana public school system are my children not learning about evolution, but every week they bring home 3 of these and the sheet music to green sleeves? Why is that happening? Like, nobody goes to a concert where their best friend is like, oh my God, Jessica, we have to get backstage so we can double team the recorder player. Like, when has that ever happened? Never, you guys. Never. So yes, I said my children. I am a single mother of 4 children. Thank you. Most people, when they hear that, they're like, wow, you must really like kids. And I'm like, no, not really. And they're like, oh, well, I guess you like something about the process, huh? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure do. They give you great painkillers after a C-section, you guys. You gotta try it. The other day, I was going to the playground with my children. They were getting out of my minivan, right? And these teenagers look over, they're counting the heads, the kids getting out of the car. And one of them yells out, damn! That pussy's loose! You guys, I had to correct them, just on like a scientific level, right? So I was like, excuse me, young sir, actually I had C-sections. So everything is all tight and all right, thank you. Then he yells out, yeah, but you sustained the same amount of pelvic floor damage. I guess I don't have to really worry that much about the Louisiana public school after all. I'm trying to raise my kids feminist. That's presenting some interesting challenges. I caught my 5-year-old daughter, Opal, just feasting on her boogers the other day, hand completely up her nose, just to the wrist, just pulling out these big chunks. I'm like, dude, Opal, no, don't pick your nose. And she says to me, Mommy, my body, my choice. Yeah. And then my son says to her, yeah, actually though, if you make the wrong decisions with your body, it's no longer yours. And I was like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have let a 10-year-old watch Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, you seem like a cool crowd. Like, you stayed for the second show. Like, whatever. You've all done acid with your moms, right? Just me. It's a great bonding experience, trust me. Watching Matthew McConaughey's face melt like an orange candle in Interstellar. I recommend it highly. But yeah, my mom, she's cute. She's like this little degenerate. It's like fun, whatever. The way your moms probably reminisce about normal things like, I don't know, sock hops, drive-in movie theaters, something like that. That's how my mom would talk to us kids about Quaaludes when we were growing up. Fun fact about Quaaludes, you guys. The 420 holiday of Quaaludes was Bastille Day because on the pill it said 714, July 14th. You still getting over celebrating, Jane? You probably didn't know that, most of you, but I've known that since I was like 8 years old. Okay. So my mom, she's a good Jewish mother. So after I got divorced, the first thing she did was sign me up for J-Date. She wanted me to get married to a nice Jewish boy, so she signed me up for J-Date, right? Without my knowledge or permission. And then she started using the profile in my name. It was great, yeah. She says, Abby, you gotta get on here. I'm talking to so many nice Jewish boys on here. You gotta get on here, you gotta see, you gotta get on here, you gotta get on here, right? So I said, fine, Mom, I'll look. And you guys, she wasn't talking to any nice Jewish boys. She was just talking to a bunch of other Jewish mothers who had signed their sons up for J-Date without their knowledge or permission. We're using the profiles in their name. Classic gefilte fishing. I mean, come on. At least she has friends now, though. Like, I'm okay with it. I have been known to use some of the online dating sites, though, the free ones, which I think makes me a better Jew, honestly. But they're so depressing. It's just like the sea of red flags and deal breakers. Just disgusting people. Like, I went on this date with this hipster dude who was basically like a bird skeleton with a handlebar mustache. And no job, of course. And then there was the guy who, before our date, texted me asking if he could buy some of my son's urine. I hope for a drug test. I don't know. It wasn't specified. Then, like, I mean, if you find someone like halfway decent, like, what do? Right? You like take them to somewhere fun, then you get there and you meet the person, and you're like, oh shit. I could have done better if I just came here alone, right? Yeah. Right? It's like going to a new restaurant that you haven't tried out before and you don't know the menu, so you bring a Lunchables just in case you don't like anything. And then you get there and it's like a full deli menu, like 50 pages, every single thing you'd ever want to eat. And you have to sit down and eat your bologna cheddar cracker stacker. It's great. I grew up in Kenner and likes online poker. It's fascinating. I'm actually very lucky, you guys. I did have some success with online dating, and I'm in a new relationship. Thank you. And I know we're in love because, like, he came on a very weird part of my body today, and I'm not going to tell you because trust and boundaries, you know. But it's exhausting being like out in a new relationship, right? Like the last time I was in a new relationship was like 17 years ago, basically, and it's just like, like you have to do so much. Like grooming, like the grooming standard is completely different now. Like, I mean, I have a lot going on down here, you guys. It's like a full, just bush, like these long, straight pubes. It's a rabbi's beard bush, okay? Like that's what I call it. So it's got the payas on the side, right? I don't do the bikini line. I told my mom that, you guys, and she was like, you live in Louisiana now? That's a Duck Dynasty pussy, okay? And like I was worried because, I mean, when I was married, like, I didn't think anyone had to see like under here again. I got a lot of weird things going on down there. I got 2 C-section scars. I got a weird skin tag that grew like half an inch with each pregnancy. And then I got like a boil that was like excised. I mean, it's gross, okay? Like, I'm like, oh my God, do I have to start uglypussies.com? Like, I mean, I do need money, right? It's probably already taken. But, then like I realized, like, this is just like the top of, if you're looking at a person for like their beauty, like their face, this is the top of a beautiful bald man's head. Like, no one's looking under the hat, right? You're looking at Vin Diesel's gorgeous muscular face, and this is fine. This is fine. I told you I had C-section, guys. It's fine, you know. But it's like, it's such a hassle. It's almost like, why do I do it? Why even bother dating? You know, with my busy life, whatever. Obviously, it's because I'm so horny, you guys. I'm so fucking horny. I mean, I'm in my mid-30s. It's a sexual peak for women. You know that, right? But it's like not that cute or attractive. It's actually kind of gross. Sometimes, like I was microwaving leftover beans for my lunch today, and I got wet because it smelled like balls. It's not a stage of life you learn about in health classes. But, you know, I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm lucky, you know, because this guy, he likes to eat pussy and ass. I'm telling you the truth, right? I mean, the last time I got eaten out before this dude, it had been a while. The last time I got eaten out before this guy was by a pair of jean shorts that got too tight because I gained 5 pounds. And that was like top 5, you guys. So I can't complain about that. I can complain about the fact that he's a jazz fan. Did you know those exist? Very weird, right? But like, I'm trying to like the things he likes, you know, trying to like be open to things. So he took me to this jazz show, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, maybe I could like this, okay, they're playing with the instruments, like whatever, I'll be open to it when it starts. He's like, oh, this is my favorite song. I'm like, wait, this started? Like what? This is a song right now? I feel like jazz is kind of like anal. You know, because like, if you really just, if you don't think about what's going on and you just relax, stay present in the moment, you can like convincingly pretend to like it for up to 15 minutes at a time. Also, poppers help. I actually do have a tip for you guys who want to like try to get your girl to do anal more often. Just like lean in and listen, right? I have 5 magic words. You gotta stick your fingers in her butthole, and then you say to her, your ass is so clean. The first time I heard that, I was like, wow, well, you don't get to pick the gifts that God blesses you with. I've been praying for purpose, and I guess this is my answer. Like, I guess I just have to be anal happy from now on. I guess that's me. That's just me. That's where this is going. I don't even know. Speaking of assholes, anyone from Philly in the crowd? Anyone? No? Good. Fuck them, because I'm from Philly, and they suck. Okay? Pizza's pretty good, though. You know, I never had to really fuck with chains growing up. I'm actually a Gold Star Philadelphian. Like, y'all know what like a Gold Star gay lesbian is, right? Top of the line gay and lesbian, like never had sex with somebody of the opposite sex, right? I'm a Gold Star Philadelphian, just the most Philadelphian. And then I worked at a pizza place called Rocky's 2, where my main jobs were making cheesesteaks and punching out of town visiting sports fans. That's true. Rocky's was a special place. There was a framed article from the local paper in the break room about the owner's wife's frequent yeast infections. I know, like I just want to tell you that, like, right? It's just like, why? I had to make pizza to that. Like, I had to make pizza. He didn't make pizza, the owner, and she didn't touch the dough. So it's like, why was Joe, the dough guy's car so nice? They weren't paying him that much on the table, like, right? I don't know. I did fuck with one pizza chain, not to buy pizza, but like there was this Sbarro's at the local mall where you would go up and you would find the guy with the scar on his face and you would say, excuse me, sir, I would like one soda, and hand him $10, and then he would hand you an empty soda cup with a dime bag of the worst weed this side of the Delaware River. So that was like the limitation of my pizza chain experience. 2017 was a pretty big year for me, you guys. I finally found my dad. Thank you. Well, my biological father, because like I had a father that raised me, and I knew him like my whole life. And then I had a stepfather like for the past 15 years, so I guess you could say 2017 was the year I started practicing polydaddery. Yeah, my dad, my biological father is he was an anonymous sperm donor in the early 80s, so it's like sort of a miracle that I found him through like 23andMe, right? And he's this big, blonde, like diabetic Viking named Sven. This is true. My mom was like completely shocked that he wasn't Jewish. That I'm not all Jewish. I'm like, you fucking kidding me, Mom? Like, look at me, look at you. You're like Fievel, like a female Fievel with a male. So 4'10" and brown and very Jewish. And I'm like, 6, 7, 8 inches taller than you, depending on what year it is, because she shrank a lot. Okay? I'm way taller than you. I'm like big, busty, Brunhilde type. Like, I remember watching her trim my hair in the mirror growing up and thinking she looked like the Keebler elf, like pruning the tree they lived in, It's weird though, knowing that I'm only like half Jewish technically, because like it's making it weird to be a self-loathing Jew. Like, I know I sort of sound like a drowsy Fran Drescher on the outside, right? But like in my head now, it's starting to sound like Joseph Goebbels. Like, I dropped a coin the other day, and instantly in my head, I'm like, oh, that's a dime. And I looked down, and I was right, and in my head, I'm like, oh, of course he knows that Jew. Gotta try to get rid of that. Well, guys, this has been fun, and this is like gonna be a really cool show. It's the closest that anyone can come to being at their own funeral, I feel like. So I'm really excited to see what my eulogy is gonna be. Thank you.